Most men will never hold real power because they are unworthy of it. They are ruled by appetites, slaves to fear, puppets of approval. Give them a sword, and they will cut themselves. Give them a throne, and they will drown in their own greed. Power is a test, not a gift. It exposes you. It magnifies your flaws. It spits in your face if you are weak. The Stoics understood this. They stood where others collapsed, not because they craved dominance, but because they knew, if you do not rule yourself, you are unfit to rule anything. Today, we rip the mask off. You will learn how a man commands power without becoming a tyrant. And if you refuse, understand this. You will be ruled by weaker, more vicious men than you can imagine. Look around you. The world worships noise, weakness, fake virtue. Cowards sit on thrones. Parasites build empires. And you, if you are not vigilant, will become just another pawn. Nature punishes the unprepared. Society devours the soft. Power belongs to those who can master themselves first, and only then master the battlefield outside. Those who fail, they become tyrants, fools, or corpses, and nobody weeps for them. You are here because something inside you refuses to rot quietly. You still have a spark of discipline, of dignity, of destiny. But a spark is not enough. It must become an inferno. Power will either elevate you or annihilate you. This is not a choice you make once. It is a war you fight daily. And it begins where all wars begin, in the mind. Now listen closely. Here are the unwritten laws the Stoics lived by. The laws that kept them strong, sane, and sovereign even in the halls of emperors and the fields of war. Step 1. Master your inner court. You are a king, but your first kingdom is invisible. Your mind. Your thoughts are your counsel. Your passions are your enemies. Your conscience is your judge. If you cannot govern this court, you will be destroyed the moment you taste real power. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, wrote himself daily reminders. Rule thyself. Strengthen thy reason. Endure thy burdens without complaint. Why? Because he knew. Power corrupts the man who is already corrupted inside. Power purifies the man who purges himself first. You must become the strictest master of your emotions. You must beat your pride into obedience. You must strangle your greed, your rage, your vanity, until they serve you like trained dogs, not wild beasts. The weak man blames the crown for his cruelty. The strong man disciplines his own mind until cruelty cannot take root. Master your inner court, or watch your kingdom burn. Step 2. Wear the crown. Lightly, power is not a toy. It is a weapon. It will cut you deeper than your enemies ever could, if you wear it like a child playing king. Epictetus said it clearly. Remember that you are an actor in a drama. You do not choose the role. You choose how to play it. You may be granted leadership. You may be given command, but you do not own power. You borrow it for a season. The fool clings to power with trembling fists. The wise man holds it lightly, ready to let it go the moment it demands his soul. The tyrant is terrified. Every slight, every disagreement, every imagined insult threatens his fragile ego. So he lashes out. He crushes, he destroys. But the Stoic leader, he is untouchable, because he knows he needs nothing. A true king can walk away from the throne without losing himself, because he was whole before he wore the crown, and he will be whole after he lays it down. Step 3. Harden yourself against praise. Praise is poison, worse than insults, because it flatters your weakness instead of confronting it. A tyrant feeds on praise like a parasite on a corpse. He surrounds himself with liars, flatterers, and cowards, until one day he wakes up, naked, hated, and alone. The Stoics understood. Real men do not rise because others clap for them. They rise because their own standard demands it. You must treat praise as a test. Smile, nod, move on, but inside remain cold and indifferent. Whether the mob cheers or howls, your course does not change. Whether they crown you with flowers or curses, your mind remains anchored. If you are seduced by applause, you will soon be enslaved by it. You are not here to be loved. You are here to be unbreakable. Step 4. Sharpen mercy without weakness. Mercy is not softness. Mercy is discipline. It is the conscious choice to show strength without savagery. A tyrant kills because he is afraid. A Stoic leader spares because he is invincible. Seneca taught Nero, the most infamous tyrant of all, that a ruler's clemency was a reflection of his inner strength. Nero refused the teaching. He chose fear. He chose cruelty. And he destroyed himself, hated by all, remembered as a monster. You must train your instincts. When you have the power to crush, first restrain your hand. When you have the chance to humiliate, first restrain your tongue. Show restraint not because they deserve it, but because you refuse to lower yourself. Mercy is the weapon of the man who fears nothing, not even losing. Step 5. Build, don't devour. The tyrant consumes everything around him. He sees power as a license to feed his appetites. But a Stoic sees power as a duty, to build, to protect, to plant trees under whose shade he will never sit. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Real power builds men up. It does not grind them down. It multiplies virtue. It plants honor. It leaves a legacy of strength, not ashes. Ask yourself brutally, when you rise, do you lift others? Or do you tear them apart to make yourself feel tall? The world is full of men who think they are kings, when they are nothing but cannibals feasting on the bones of better men. You will not be one of them. You will be the architect, not the butcher. Step 6. Hold power. As a steward, not an owner. You own nothing, not your title, not your influence, not even your life. You are a steward, a guardian. You are entrusted with power for a brief, brutal, brilliant moment, and then you will be stripped of it. How you wield it determines whether your name will be honored or spat upon. The Stoics understood this deeply. They did not cry when fortune turned against them, because they had already rehearsed their death. They had already buried their egos 1,000 times before the world could ever touch them. Own nothing, serve everything. And when death comes, as it will, you will smile, because you will know you ruled rightly. You lived justly. You wasted nothing. Power does not corrupt. It reveals. It shows the world and yourself exactly who you are. Most men will fail this test. They will crawl for applause. They will cling to titles. They will poison themselves with greed. But you, if you choose the harder road, can be something rarer than kings or conquerors. You can be free. Free from fear. Free from weakness. Free from the chains of applause and the cages of approval. You will build strength in silence. You will guard virtue with your life. You will rule your passions with an iron hand. And when your time comes to lead, whether a family, a business, an army, or a nation, you will lead like a man forged in the ancient fires. The fires of reason. The fires of discipline. The fires of true, immortal strength. Hit like, subscribe, and then get back to work. Your kingdom awaits you, and so does your judgment.